where we last left off, you pulled off a Hail Mary against the King of Feathers and managed to retrieve your gnome friend alive and get him pulled back into health before he could die from digestive juices. And killed the
Lovely.
King of Feathers in the process. Uh, Eventually, you made it safely to a building to rest. After figuring out the best way to go, including having a conversation with the velociraptors that were guarding what looked like an entrance to something, which turned out to be just the convenient space for their nest in the the old amphitheater. You figured out the on the map where the entrance to the tomb actually was, and found yourself going to a cliff, to the bottom of the cliff, where there's an opening, and several paths. Uh, in front of you is a door with 8 cube slots. Then another path, which you okay? Which the closet went down. You found 8 statues with little um 8 little bowls of like oil or something or another on the ground in front of them. And just as this session starts up and you guys are just debating which way to go, uh, the the electrical form of Torin uh, suddenly fizzles out.
That's not good.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, that's definitely not good. Well, he's probably just transported back to the ship, so he would be in too much harm, but he's gonna have to man that ship by himself.
So Run's currently three-eyed raven with Floof. So I'll just kind of like try to take a good like scan of the area.
And what are you scanning for?
Just looking along like the cliff walls and
Alrighty.
peeking down the different like obvious entrances.
Alright, I would like a perception check. Alright. So, you gaze up and down the walls. You look at this entrance, this path, and you look at this path. And just to be safe, you check all the indents and valley and crooks and pass and vines and everything. And you stumble and realize there's actually a path over here.
Huh.
And as you pull back the vines, a new way is revealed.
So now
Pulling
we've got...
aside the heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within.
Erdon like screams and runs away, flinging his hands above his head.
What is it?
Just
will be like, what?
What happened?
Flying death creatures, bats.
they're just bats. They're fine.
And he'll look up and realize that they're kind of like they all flew away. I found another entrance, but there's like holes and it doesn't look inviting at all.
Huh.
Personally, I say we go for the right tunnel and check that out, because it didn't seem like there was anything deadly in there from what Floof saw. We can check it out, see if there's a way in there from here.
Well,
That's true. We could try that.
I could also see, or Roof can also go in and see if there's anything else in that, see what he can see in that other tunnel.
Yeah.
then we can go in after him. Make sure there's nothing dangerous in there, at least.
I'll
I
lead
I
the.
can go with the little one.
Let's let Floof go first. Just in case. Even if he gets attacked, then he doesn't really take... He takes damage, but even if he dies, then he doesn't really die. He just kind of amps out, and we can bamf him back in.
Floof's going in the tunnel that I just found.
No, the right tunnel.
Okay.
One that we were in before.
All right.
Don't trust the door.
So, Run will
You
turn
just
to
need to
Floof.
move your tokens there.
All right, so Floof, anyone watching will see that he'll take on a more non-traditional form as his form warps and twists, and it becomes like a centipede. And the light around him starts to warp and twist as he becomes invisible. And he
An
will make
invisible centipede. How big?
Yeah.
Are we talking normal size centipede or are we talking giant centipede?
well, it doesn't say. It's one of a closet's normal forms.
Okay.
From their normal shape shifting, they can take a beast form that resembles a bat, a centipede, or a toad.
Okay. Yeah, if it doesn't specify, then it's a normal size centipede, which is very tiny.
Yep, and it's now none of the stats change except for speed, which a centipede has a 40-foot movement
Yeah.
That
and
means,
climb.
considering how tiny they are, that means they are incredibly fast.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, yeah, I hate those fucking things.
So,
Centipedes are poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the cats.
all right. So, Run will focus, or will sit down and focus on through Floof's sensory as he goes in. I'm guessing I might need to roll a perception check.
I'm just going to describe it. A slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
And Run will snap out. Guys, I think we found the 9.
Not good.
So what is one with 8?
I'm gonna guess something not good. Or very good. I don't know, but it's a temple of a death god or a soulmonger or whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go with probably bad.
Well, there was nothing in there except for those statues. I could go in myself to see if I could examine, see what they might be. Before
It's actually
we
the
go
one I was
in.
talking about going in first. Was that one because it didn't seem like anything bad was in there.
So, what do y'all want to do?
All right, check it out. And
Yeah.
one with the 9, I'm pretty sure is the actual entrance.
Yeah.
Logic would say that, I
Essentially,
think.
we're heading off from the beaten path.
So, do you want me to go check the one with the 8 statues?
Yeah. I'll just sit kind of like at the entrance,
Yeah.
watching.
I'm also going to sit at the entrance and just kind of keep an eye. And
Yeah.
yell if you come across anything bad.
I'll hang back just a little bit, but at the opening of the entrance, just ready in case there is anything.
Okay, so Run will stealth inside.
Okay.
So I will roll that first. And that'll be a 26 because
All right.
he has his cloak of Elvenkind on. And I guess I will do an investigation, which is a 12. That sucks.
Do worse.
So, looking for traps, seeing what else might.
All right. I'm waiting to see where you're moving your token.
Well,
Okay.
first of all,
So
I'm
as soon as
checking
you
this from here.
yes, as soon as you get into right by those statues, suddenly the oil basins ignite, making the statues appear more detailed, and you can see that the statues here, one is of a kind of a serpent type creature, and the other appears to be one of those monkey type creatures that you've seen before out there in the jungle.
Thinking back, would these also match the iconographies of the temples that we managed to enter into?
Give me a religion check at advantage.
Religion or history? Because
Religion
okay,
at
no, I was
advantage. At advantage. In this case, it's religion at advantage.
okay. Just a second. Let me.
All right. So you look at that and you suddenly go, "Huh? Yeah, you've been learning a lot here in Schult about the various trickster gods, and oh, these statues appear to represent them, just like the all those puzzle cubes I have. The one to the north is Moa, the one to the south is Wongo.
And so, no, since he hasn't discovered any traps, he
No
will
traps.
continue on. And I assume that the same thing happens with each of the.
Yeah, the next two light up, and you see the statues across from each other of Aijin the Almiraj, the rabbit type things, I believe, and Obolaka, the Zorbo, which is the thing that kind of looks like a monkey bear thingy. It's really cute. Kind of looks it looks like a drop bear. Kind of looks like a koala.
We'll say a drop bear is not cute. Koala, yes. Drop bear, probably not.
But drop bear is a koala.
A
A
koala
scary
is
koala.
only a koala is
And
only
yes,
the
it actually
baby
does.
form of
That it
the.
looks like a drop bear.
Grizz,
Alright,
can we actually
so-
have the handouts for the other
Yeah,
cubes?
that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for that
Okay.
handout. The next two in that sequence, you see Papazotl the Eblis across from Kubazan the Frogmoth. And finally, as you're getting to the end of the chamber, you see Nang Nang the Grung across from Shagambi the Kamadan. Can you give me a perception roll as well, please?
I sure can.
Yeah, as you get to the end of this thing and are looking at the two statues, you realize that there's a secret door here, and there seems to be light also spilling out from behind it. That wasn't apparent when it was just floof going down here.
Quick question. Can we see the light coming from inside this tunnel now that all these were lit up?
Yes.
Ryan, are you okay in there?
All right, so seeing all this, don't want to open that last door just yet. Run will go back. Those statues that I told you about before. The temples that we've been into before. The rabbit ones and the monkey bear looking one. These are them. These are the gods. These are the trickster gods.
Interesting.
Statues of all of them?
Yes. Come.
Alright, follow behind Run.
Oh,
Yeah,
and,
following.
I can't see anything.
I can't see anything either.
Yeah, that one there, by the way. That's the thing I was talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting. The tunnel is
There's-
still dark for me.
Yeah, sorry, there's no dynamic lighting in there. Give me a sec. I'll add something.
and also down here and he'll point them out and given the names of them all as they pass by. And there's a door here.
Well, I only see 8 statues, so maybe that would be
Can you guys-
the Snail?
Can you
Oh,
guys
there
see
we-
now?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
We're missing a statue. I only see 8, and there's 9 gods.
Run will. I didn't want to go too far.
I appreciate that.
But there is light coming in from the backside of this door here. So he is going to check around to see if there is a way to open this door.
Yeah, it looks like it'll just open as soon as you push on it.
Okay, well, he pushes on it.
All right, revealing the ninth statue of the Flail Snail.
Oh, there it is.
Unk. As you see it, that particular brazier also lit up like all the others. You also notice that there is a golden pendant shaped like an eye that is hanging off this statue.
And I walk over to it and do a detect magic on this to see if it's something bad.
Well, it's definitely magical. It's got an aura of divination, and all around there is various sympathetic magic. I forget the exact term on all of the braziers. Basically, something that sets I would call it sympathetic magic. It's whichever magic school it is when you trigger something by bringing something else in close proximity.
Mm.
I have no idea. So
Yeah, so it's basically that's definitely a magical effect caused by something being brought close to them.
oh, nothing necromantic evocation, nothing like
Nope.
that coming off of the
This is
amulet
definitely
necklace
divination.
thing.
Oh, actually, yeah, the all the statues have divination magic on them. I scrolled up a little bit and it does specify the type of spell. That's divination magic.
Well, it doesn't look like anything bad's coming off of the amulet. I mean, it could be worth something. We could try to sell it, maybe.
Okay, so the statues aren't going to try and kill us. That's good.
Yeah,
All right,
that's a good thing.
And you said that this is a golden amulet?
Golden pendant shaped like an eye, with an aura of divination magic on it.
Okay. Run will pick it up.
All right.
If it's shaped like an eye, maybe we can use it to see out of.
That's
Yeah, what-
possible.
I was hanging on the statue of, what did you call him?
Monk.
What's the deal with him?
The Flail Snail.
Well, all the gods that are here, kind of saved the people of Umu, and I actually still have the text that you sent me, Grizz, so I'm just gonna paste that in, the OC chat for all y'all to read, and basically, like, Jasper is just describing the story of the gods.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Actually, I might have to post it in the Roll20. I can't. I can try to upload it as a file. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'll have to post it in the Roll20 chat. It goes over the amount of things for Discord, the amount of characters I can type. Post it here. Which one did you say was across from the Almirage?
That's the Zorbo Ubolaka.
So the Zorbo in the story and Almirage don't like each other, and they're across from each other?
Correct.
Alright.
All right. So Run will want to take a closer look at the pendant just to see if there might be any markings or outside of just the shape of an eye. So
Roll your
should
investigation.
I roll? Okay.
It's a good investigation check.
Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any markings at all on this simple eye, the eye pendant that's shaped like an eye. Pretty plain. It's pretty plain, other than the design itself.
Okay, and you said that there was, or did Jasper say what kind of magic might be emanating off of it?
Yeah, I would have told you guys.
Divination, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just worried it was necromantic or evocation, because evocation can mean healing spells, or it can mean something like fireball.
Right.
All right, so, uh, uh, well, there's. It is as it is. I see no runes or anything on it. So, do one of you want to hold on to it, or do you want me to hold on to it?
To it, I guess.
Better. The bag of holding.
Well, since it was behind a door hanging on one of these statues, it could be possible that we might need it. So putting it into the bag of holding might not be the best thing.
That works.
You want to
So,
put it on, Run?
well, I can. So he'll put it on.
And he instantly dies.
Oh, he's fun.
And so these statues don't have any cube-shaped holes on them. Correct.
So I guess we go back to that door on the left, and we've got 9 holes there.
Yeah.
That one.
Let's just hope we don't have to play the back 9. Now that that joke's out of the way,
I don't get it.
golf.
Yeah. Golf choke.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
As you move yourself past the obelisk wearing the amulet, you realize that the amulet is attempting to tug you towards this entrance. And as soon as you get to it, it falls still again.
okay, so the amulet's meant to lead us to the
Dependent.
door. Amulet, pendant, tomatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
I can't see in here.
It's dark. Is anybody going to cast a light spell, since the majority of you can't see in the dark?
Uh,
I got nothing, guys.
let me see. What I
I
have.
run could.
Light. I do. I do.
No.
I
can do it.
And no tellings what else would happen.
Oh, wait. That's wrong.
Radon
There,
has
do
dark
do you
vision.
see better?
I can't see anything.
Okay, Michael, light. That's sheds 20-foot radius. All right. Bright light 20. Red light 20.
So Radon's got dark vision. Mine are the only ones.
I can see now.
What is
Okay.
the?
All right, so Run will be the one by the door. He will sit down and pull the 9 blocks from the bag of holding.
And how do you wish to arrange them? It's a 9-key encryption, and do you have any idea of how you're going to attempt it?
Since
Maybe it's the order that the statues from the other.
And might I make a suggestion?
Go right ahead.
The legends of those gods, and the way that the statues were arranged, the gods that oppose each other were on opposite sides. So I don't think we can just stick these in there anyway. I think it's going to have to be something like, kind of like the statues of maybe the gods opposing each other are on different sides, like
Like
away from each other. They're not touching.
one in like slots 1 and 9,
And the only one that didn't really have an enemy was Ankh the Flail Snail.
which could be in the middle.
Yeah, I would say put that one in the middle, and then all the other ones that are opposing each other, just don't make sure they're not touching.
And how do you propose to place the cubes so that can happen?
The snail will definitely go in the center.
Okay.
And then all the ones that are opposing,
Zorbo and the Almirage, but those on Zorbo to the left of the Flail Snail, Almirage to the right of the Flail Snail.
how about put, okay, for the first two opposing, yeah, one in the number 1 slot, and the statue across from it, set it down into the number 9 slot.
Okay. And the next
Second one.
Give me 1 second. I think there might be a. Yes, there is. There is actually a puzzle cube handout,
Awesome.
what happened?
and you guys can actually move it.
Cool.
I can't see anything.
Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. Those pieces are actual movable, so that they can actually be seen.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamic lighting off, because there's no reason to have dynamic lighting on this cube. Okay, so where do you want the Flail to go?
In the middle.
So right there. All right. Which one do you pick up next?
Okay, so which one was the first two statues?
It would be the Zorbo and the Almirage.
Okay, Zorbo right here, and
Wait, Zorbo goes.
Orange right here.
Zorbo where? All right. Sorry. This for some reason they made this thing bigger than it needs to be for Roll20. So okay, now I've got it, and the Almirage right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then the next two
Are the Commodon and the where does it say?
Point at
Okay.
the point at the various actual pieces instead of saying names. Tell me what piece. What okay. This one. Where do you want this one to go?
Is
Okay.
that?
It's a Shamadon. The Commodon, not Shamadon. Whoops.
All right. And
All
the
right,
other
now
one.
which one was a?
Nang Nang was a Grung.
All right. That'd be this one down here. The spear. Where do you want that one to go?
Right here.
Okay.
And then an Eblis and
Where shall the Eblis go?
Hey, that would be the heron one, right? Or the crane-looking one?
yeah, the crane one.
Right here.
Okay.
And that one's across from the frog Hemoth, so I'm gonna guess it's the thing with a bunch of tentacles because the thing gave it tentacles.
We'll put that
the
one right
the frog
here.
moth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Sue Monster and the Jakuli.
Also, while they're doing this, Erdan's going to pull 2 torches out. I'll light one and hand to Jasper, and then light one and hand it to Delta's character.
We've got light.
All right. I'm just checking this puzzle over, since there are actually multiple potential configurations, but are all going across the same theme. All right. So you guys slot each of the ones very carefully into the puzzle. The 9 cubes flare with a light and then disappear. Growling like an angry beast, the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling. Congratulations! You got it in the first try!
Nice.
Oh, thank God I knew that story and that the statues were also on opposite sides because that kind of gave me a clue. Because I was reading over that story today because I'm like, we're going into the Temple of the Nine Gods. I need to reread that.
And the funny thing is, that was actually the idea I was going to go with, but everyone was talking at the same time, so I just.
Minds think alike.
Another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
Interesting.
Really?
Okay, so Run will once again be the first one to go to
All
inspect.
right. Run as soon as you get halfway through the room. The skull's jaw creaks open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sand starts to trickle into the lower globe. Now tell me what each of you wish to do. 10.
Oh shit!
9.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
I don't know. I don't want to touch anything.
Investigation. I'm gonna do investigation.
7. 6.
Oof.
Nothing of interest. 5.
How about detect magic? Can I do that?
4.
I want to check to see what knowledge is around me.
Detect magic doesn't seem to show you anything useful. 3.
Look around the room like
2.
Run just goes and pulls the lever. Fuck it.
The right answer. All right. So, click. The lever is pulled and the sand timer retracts and the door slinks into the floor, revealing the area beyond. And you guys all go up a level. Welcome to the actual tomb of Annihilation.
Woohoo!
But yeah, that's a great sequence where it's just, you have to count slowly and wait for your players to tell you stuff. And I'm like, okay, they're just going to waste their time on investigating detect magic.
I'm like, dude, as soon as I heard 10, I'm like, oh god, oh no, this is a time thing. I don't like this. Panic.
How do I level up from here?
I was just thinking of, okay, what would be the quickest thing to do to figure out if there's anything close by that needs to be done?
And Run will turn around. Well, sometimes when it comes down to the wire, you just pull the lever.
Yep, that works.
So, with your leveling up, let me know when you're ready to go. This is level 9, correct?
Yeah. Which?
Level away from elemental forms. Woohoo!
Yay!
Okay,
How
so
do I level up on here?
Go to the gear in the top right.
Okay.
Not the gear on like where the messages and stuff like that pop up on your actual character sheet. There's a little gear, and in the top right under your level and description of your character and all that. Click on that.
Okay.
All the way down, and on the far right on the bottom, there's 2 options. There's a level 1 character mancer, and there's just a character mancer, like something named like that. Click the second one.
Hold on. Character sheet. The gear is on the
The top right.
oh, this one, okay. Character Mancer launch level. Which one do I pick?
Second one.
Launch level Character Mancer.
I think I'm gonna level up my wizard abilities.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what would be the best one for me to do.
There we go.
Wait, what? What am I doing?
Go through all the different pages, and if it tells you to choose something, then choose it. Like, I don't think you'll have to choose anything. It'll just kind of give you your stuff. And once you're done on a page, just click next.
Well, mine says barbarian. It says HP, and then it says averages. It says averages all selected. Do I just go with what it says for average, or do I roll, or?
I would just go with the average.
It's your choice. You can either go with the average or you can roll.
I went ahead and rolled.
I'll just go with the average.
All right. I'm going to make sure I know all of the spell restrictions, but your characters have no way of knowing right away.
Ooh, potent cantrip.
I was kind of stuck because I'm like, should I take a damage spell or should I take a healing spell? And I'm like, well, we're going into this, so I should probably take a healing spell. So I'm going Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. That sounds good. What to go for?
Only one level away from my elemental forms, and then I can turn into an earth elemental and be beefy.
It's clobbering time.
Oh God, I don't want my earth elemental form.
How grim of an outlook of that is.
Well, if I turn into an earth elemental and you say it's clobbering time every time, I don't want
I was also making it funny because I'm pretty sure his name is Ben Grimm.
Ooh.
Sorry, roll 20's a little bit slow for me, so.
Yeah, it just said I was disconnecting for a moment and then it came back.
Yeah, like I had to, it said that it wasn't responding, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait because I really don't want to have to wait for it to freaking load until I can get to the character sheets and all that again.
Man. Decisions.
I think this one will be more apt for a run. So, going to level up in
Yeah.
Warlock. And I get 2 Eldritch invocations.
Ooh.
1 Eldritch Sight. Well, let's see. And 1 I'm trying to think if I want to take Eyes of the Runekeeper or Devil Sight. Eyes of the Runekeeper allows me to read any language. But Devil Sight, if there should be magical darkness, Run can be able to see in.
Two. Wait, hang on. Oh, that's
But
what it was. Yeah, that's...
But no, with Run's background as well, it was the reason that I took comprehend languages in the first place as I think for my first feat. So but anything that's written with the eyes of the Runekeeper, he can read. So that might be useful going into this thing. So at least he can see magic and be able to read in case we need to. Spells. Okay, so
Let me make sure that it's actually applying his stuff right to his. Ooh. Okay. You got.
Intellect Fortress.
oh, that's supposed to be pretty good.
It's rolling your
Intellect
stuff.
Fortress.
Yeah, basically kind of like I think it's supposed to give you like advantage on intelligence savings.
Oh yeah.
I know where that extra 1 was coming from. We weren't accounting for his proficiency bonus still going up to 4, but because he's level 9, then he still gets the proficiency up. So that's where that extra 1 comes from. Okay.
It's 14.
Yeah, so it is 14.
Let's see. For my level 1 spell. Let's go with Feather Fall. You never know whenever you might be falling.
That'd probably come in handy. Somewhere in here, I imagine there's going to be like a pitfall trap or some stupid shit that we're going to encounter.
Exactly. That's what I was like. I think I'm
Technically,
gonna
that's
take
what you're
that.
standing on right now, but I misread
Hey.
something and you guys all lived.
Well,
Ooh,
this ought
Dragon's
to be
Breath.
fun.
Is that what would have happened if we didn't pull the lever?
Actually, kind of the opposite, but I misread it and you guys got a win.
Oh.
Oh, thank God for misreading.
No, I'm gonna write it into a narrative, so it's fine.
You just
Well,
retcon it and say that he pulled it right at the very, very, very last second, and it didn't really count, so we didn't fall.
Well, technically, considering that I shouldn't have been answering any questions, including answering the questions I did, I should have been more than 10 seconds. So that does win too. But I'm gonna put it into a narrative reason. Because you know how deadly this tomb is. If any of you die, next character you come back as is going to be the one that somehow reversed the pit trap. Because they can't get out of the tomb. They couldn't get out of the tomb, but they found a way of reversing that. So, hooray!
Okay, so
Hopefully none of us die.
Yeah.
Why I took the extra Healy spell, because we need it. And hey, I'm at 100 hit points.
That's good. I'm
Beefy.
gonna be at 87,
okay,
unfortunately, but
so
114.
nice.
Nice.
You know what? I'm also gonna take. Oh man. What's Earth
76 hit points.
I'm taking Fire Shield, so I cast that and something hits me, I go boom, it takes 2d8 fire damage.
Nice.
So, just whatever hits me.
Ooh, Phantom Steed. Hey, a horse. That'd be fine.
Is that something that you can cast before going into a wild form? Is it like a combo?
Anything I cast before I go into a wild shape form, then I can hold that spell. I just can't cast spells while I'm in form.
Right.
So if I cast that and then go into like a wolf form, then I'm just gonna have like fire swirling around me as a wolf, and then if something hits me, then that fire attacks them.
I'll go with flame arrows as my other one. That sounds good. Okay. So, 87 hit points. Yay.
We're good to go whenever you guys are.
Yep, I'm good.
Dova's been good. Mine was an easy level up.
Yeah. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about spells and shit. That's why I went ahead and did this earlier today, because I'm like, dude, picking out spells takes so fucking long.
Dova just gets mad.
Yeah. I cast Fist. Wizard cast Fist.
And thankfully, my rage damage went up.
That's good.
That's helpful.
So my
You
DPS.
get brutal critical, so you get to do extra damage whenever you crit.
Yep.
It's what is it, like a 1d6 or a d8 or something?
I think it's an extra hit dice.
Isn't it? Wait, is it whatever your hit dice is? So you get to roll one of those?
Let me see. Brutal
Actually,
crit.
read it.
Beginning at 9th level, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack.
I guess whatever your damage dice is for that weapon, then I guess you just roll an extra one.
Yep. And so for my halberd, it's 1d10 plus 5 slashing, so I can roll 2d10.
Well, with the critical, you actually roll 2d10, and then with your brutal critical, you're rolling 3d10.
Ah.
The critical doubles the dice.
So add up the d10s, add 5 to it.
So 3d10 plus 5.
Yep.
Nice. And that's for one hit, and you still get an extra attack, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then the damage is increased by 3 for rage.
So as long as you're in a rage, then so you're actually doing critical. You're doing 3d in plus 8. Ooh, you just got a lot more beefy, good sir.
And then reckless strike.
Your reckless gives you advantage, so even bigger chance of a critical.
John's just very accurate now. All I have to do is roll above a 6.
He's hitting most shit because he's got a plus 14 to hit with his longbow.
All right. Since we're out of character, Grizz, with my danger sense, how do I incorporate that? What I asked, does Dovit? Do I sense anything right
You
now?
are
Or
currently just very much tense. Your danger sense is telling you should run away from this tomb as best as possible.
what I was saying was like, how do I do that? Would I just ask you if I sense anything right now, or
Your danger sense kicks in if something were to surprise us. You can't be surprised.
Yeah, so no surprise round for you. Is what it is. But I'm talking about if you're using it for actual danger, then you're on danger. You're basically being told to run away. Whatever
like,
danger sense
Be
you have.
afraid.
my spidey senses are tingling?
Yeah, and they're gonna keep tingling.
The entire time we're in here, you're just going to be one big tingle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
How's this one gonna work now? Or not gonna work at all. That's nice. try again. Oh, there it goes. Wow. Oh, it's delayed. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
See, I'm kind of wondering how the hell I'm so beefy for a druid. I guess I've just been rolling really well on hit points.
Some druids are just beefy.
And I am Circle of the Moon, so I'm combat druid, so it helps that I have that many hit points, but I mean, damn. I've only got like 12 less than the fucking barbarian.
You're just gonna flex.
Even need to turn into a big old wolf. I'm as beefy as it is. Oh god, wait until I get my elemental forms and then I have like over 100 hit points as an elemental. And then once I get knocked out of my form, I go back to my normal hit points as a druid. I've got effectively over 200 hit points.
Nice.
Hopefully we level up again before we get down to the bottom of this.
Yeah, hopefully next time around I'll
Technically,
get
the
more
game
hit-
does go to 11th level, so
Hey.
There we go. That'd be cool. Hopefully I can get over 100.
You're part wizard, so it wouldn't be surprising if you don't.
True.
You're squoosh.
just part wizard.
You 4 levels in wizard and 4 levels in artificer?
Yeah, and then this time around I went one. I'm at 4 artificer and 5 wizard now.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the wizard beam? Dies of 1d4 damage of whatever.
It's wizard hit die is a d6, I think, because like no class does a d4.
That would be horrible.
That would be so bad.
I just
Yeah.
realized-
Like on like Bloodquesters, it is the meme like somebody sneezed on him. It said dies from 1d4 damage of sneezing.
Yeah, that's just a meme because wizards are by far the squishiest of all the classes.
Yeah.
That damage though.
Damage
Yeah,
though.
Yeah. Paper.
For
What is it,
range,
glass
you're
cannon?
perfect.
Definitely glass cannon.
Mm-hmm. The definition of glass cannon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see someone play a barbarian wizard.
That would be funny.
A wild magic barbarian. I've played one of those.
Okay, I
Oh,
can't
like just
see-
multi-class from a wizard.
No,
And
no,
a
no, no,
barbarian.
no. When you rage, a wild magic surge happens, and there's one of 10. There's one of. You have to roll a 1d20 to determine what magical effect happens.
Yeah, I played the wild magic barbarian. I thought it was a D8. There's honestly
thought it
no
was a-
bad effects on that table.
Might have been my friend's additional table.
Yeah, I was looking at the one out
actually-
of Tasha's, and it's just a D8 or like a D6 or something like that, and there's no bad effects on it.
Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go do something. But my I can't seem to update the character sheet on Roll20 for some reason by adding my spells. So I'm going to use the spells that I got on D&D Beyond. But right now, I gotta go do something.
Watch me level up, get this brutal critical, and then roll a nat 1 on my first attack roll.
That's why you're using the puppy dice.
Mm-hmm. You know, I never did get my items back that I had.
You need to do that.
Yeah, that would be helpful. I have 120 gold. I need to like figure out what all I had or just add some stuff. I don't remember how you do it though.
Go to the little you want to look at what things do, then probably have to go to D&D Beyond, but if you want to add them to your sheet, on the right side where the chat is, go to the little eye in the circle, type
Okay.
in whatever the item is, and then you can just drag and drop it to your character sheet.
Oh, okay, cool. So if I click on items, there we go.
You don't even have to worry about clicking on items if you just type it into that little search bar at the top, and it'll bring it up.
Yeah, I just don't remember everything I had. So, like,
I will warn you, if you type something out and then you hit space, whatever reason, it's like cannot be found. If you hit the backspace where the cursor is right up against the letter, and it'll search for it and pop it up. The stupidest thing that Roll20 does. It's just like that.
Yeah, I've had it do that to me.
I'll type it in and hit space on accident because it's just like out of habit, and then it'll clear out all the options, and I'm like, what? That's a freaking thing. You were just showing it to me.
See, I had like, I can't remember what it was, but I had like materials for tinkering since I'm an artificer, but I can't remember what that was now, darn it.
Like any sort of metals or like mechanisms or
Yeah, something like that. I just can't remember. I wish I had never broken my broken my character.
Some lessons are learned the hard way. Next time, don't click discard.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you know.
Yeah, it's like I'll just discard. It'll be fine. It won't do any. It won't just fit. It won't remove anything. And the next thing I know, hey, my whole sheet is gone. Great. I'm just a blank slate. That's nice.
Like, I would think that it would mean discard changes. So, like, anything that you had tried to change, it would discard that. Not your whole. So, I can't really blame you for thinking that, because I would think that too.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking was, oh, discard current changes. Okay, well, I don't want to change anything. I'm just looking and trying to figure stuff out. Next thing I know, it just completely discards the entire thing. I'm like, great. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Hmm. See, what would be something good?
What is the hit dice? 8.
Hey, Grizz.
I'm here. Just waiting for you guys to finish.
What would be an armor that would be okay to have as an item?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like can I get armor? Or could I have
You already have what armor you have.
Ah, okay. I don't know what armor I have. I guess I'm an armor class 10.
Probably be leather armor, considering your stats. But then again, you might be with mage, and that might be wizard. So that might just be mage armor that you have to cast on yourself, and you're just wearing like robes or something.
Okay.
I have an AC of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
God, protect him.
Yeah, armor class 10. That's what I have.
Speaking of protect, where's the Iron Defender?
Oh yeah, where is the Iron Defender?
It's with you. Just it doesn't have you just didn't put the token out for it.
Oh, okay. That's right. Cuz yeah, we're not attacking anything just quite yet, so. But I guess I could throw them out there in a second. No, not Mason's tools. Something. So yeah, I can't get any like padded armor or anything like that. Okay. That would be nice to have though, since I have an AC of 10.
Oh, that's why my freaking hit points are so nuts, because I have a con bonus of 4.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Ah, there we go. Gotta look them up individually. Right.
Grizz, I did have a question.
Go for it.
Am I allowed to use the optional druid spells from Tasha's?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I added them on there, but I remember which ones they were, so I to ask you about that, because Fire Shield is actually an optional one. I was looking through a freaking spell guide earlier today, because I'm like, alright, which are the good spells to take? And I saw one on there that it was spell that I didn't have. Oh, by the way, another spell that I took is Elemental Weapon. So anything that has resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing that's not from a magical weapon, I can turn your weapon magical, and it does an extra D4 damage.
Nice.
And you have a +1 bonus to attacks. Oh. Hey! He doesn't have a magical weapon.
My halberd is a magical weapon. It's a +1 halberd.
That stack, if I cast the spell on his halberd, would it be a +2 then?
What does the spell text say?
The duration the weapon has a +1 bonus to attack rolls and deals an extra 1d4 of the chosen damage.
Then no, it does not stack. It does not say adds a +1. It just says it has instead. So I think that specifies in a way that says you cannot stack it.
Oh yeah, a non-magical weapon you touch.
Yeah, non-magical weapon. It's right there. Because technically, any +1 weapon is a magical weapon.
And do you have a magical weapon?
Actually, I think the only magical weaponry might be just his bolts. So no.
So if you enchant the crossbow,
And yeah, since the crossbow is not magical, then it apply to that, correct?
Yeah.
There you go, Run. I can give you a magical weapon.
Could I get a staff of thunder and lightning?
You're already in the tomb. You can't get any more items right now.
I think he's meaning for the magical weapons that he should have started off game list, but where he deleted his character sheet.
Didn't? Oh, you deleted your character sheet. That's what's going on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm trying to get the items that I used to have that I don't remember what they were, so I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just throw some stuff on there.
Okay, then you get let's see, for level 8 that was Hey Run, you just created a new character because you thought Run was gonna die. How many magical items did I permit you?
Well, depending, consumables is double the amount of the permanent items, which is and the permanent items is 1 rare and 2 uncommon.
Yeah, or you can do 2 rare instead, because each 2 uncommons equals 1 rare.
Okay.
So you can have 2 rares, you can have 4 uncommons, any combination of that.
Okay, so Staff of Thunder and Lightning is off the table then, because it's very rare.
Yeah, sorry, you don't have an... Well, actually, if you want 1 item and 1 magical item only and no other magical item, you can have 1 very rare item. Because two rares equal to very rare, and if 2 uncommons equals a rare, then 2 rares together equals a very rare.
I could go for that. I'd be okay with just the staff.
There you go.
That would be fun. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with the Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Okay, now I'm good to...
Yay, I have an... Now my character is complete because he's holding a staff in his picture, and now he actually has a staff. So there we go.
Zuh. Anyone else need a minute?
I'm good.
We're all good.
I'm ready to go.
Alrighty then. Ahead of you, in the newly revealed corridor, you see a moss-covered floor extending beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at a T-shaped intersection. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness.
I think that means fear of annihilation.
Yeah.
Utter darkness is bad. I learned that.
That sounds rather ominous.
Okay, so Run's going to head in, but he is going to investigate as he goes along.
All right, give me an
Looking
investigation
for-
roll.
I'll
Gonna be
move
behind
forward just
Run.
a little bit. Yeah, same. Just be kind of hanging back a little bit.
Second here.
How should we be formed?
All right, you quickly spot the dart traps that are littering this corridor.
Kind of feel like I should do a detect magic just to see if there's any other magical traps out there.
Each X
Oh yeah.
designates a different poison dart trap.
Save on the detect magic because Ron can spot stuff with his investigation.
Okay.
All right,
And
anyone who
Run
has
get-
detect magic up, please put a blue marker on your token.
Put a permanent one on mine.
You have permanent. Okay, then.
Yes, I Eldritch Sight.
Okay. Then I won't worry about it then.
Yeah, the dwarf in my main Sunday party has that.
Yeah, I decided to go with
She finds it very
Uh,
useful.
the Eldritch Sight and Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah, that's what she has
Nice.
too. She's a warlock of the Fae. Her patron is Santa Claus. You remember that little dragon that you saw Santa holding when he was watching over a different Fae's land? When you met him?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's her familiar.
That's cool.
Oh.
Okay, so also since Run has Eldritch Sight, does he see any magic traps as well?
No.
Okay. Now, did he find a way to disarm the dart traps?
Do you want to spend some time disarming them?
Yes, please. I
Oh.
think it would be best.
All right. Then you'll have to give me 3 checks of I think Thieves' Tools will work good, or Tinker's Tools.
Either
and that
one,
would
I'm
be
proficient in
dexterity.
both. So, since it's proficiency. I think I have expertise in Thieves' Tools, so I could just roll sleight of hand then, because it'll be basically the same roll.
All right. Just need to see that 3 times. Yep. Sorry, sweetie. All right. So the first trap disconnects easily. Hold on. I accidentally put something on here that shouldn't have been put on the layer. 1 second. Alright, so you managed to just disconnect this trap here, the first one. The second one, unfortunately, as you're working with it, goes off and make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, that wouldn't be dexterity saving throw at that point. You're just basically a dart, just connects with your arm. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
Constitution.
Lyra, I need to be able to see my screen. Sorry, unfortunately you failed. It was a 15 DC. So you take the full damage. All right, so 2d. Let's see, 1d4 from the first one is that's just your piercing damage, and the next is the poison damage that courses through your veins.
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
whoa!
I'm gonna take that second sleight of the third sleight of hand as you finally disarming that trap.
Dart, Jesus.
With the dart hanging out his arm, he kind of looks back to Jasper. I think I need some help.
I got you, buddy. So restoration will work on poison, won't it?
Let's see. I'm just double checking something real quick.
One disease and one condition.
It's not poison condition. It's his poison damage.
Yeah, just damage.
Okay.
I knew I should have taken one of those healing spells that removes that kind of stuff.
I've got the lesser restoration, so it'll remove it, but it's not a poison condition.
Correct. It's only it basically just took damage. He doesn't have a status effect.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disarm that third trap, and then we'll see how much healing you need.
All right, so that's for the last one.
I'm surprised you can see anything, Run, since your token isn't set up.
What?
Maybe you see everything through the closet. Yeah, that's why you can see.
No.
Because of the closet. Yeah, all your vision was coming from the closet. I just fixed your token.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's not set up right. It's weird.
Well, I was seeing everything just fine with Run.
Yeah, because of the closet. The closet had vision.
You were looking through the closet's eyes in the tunnel. You were getting the vision from him.
Yes.
You could still see.
That's what I said.
Add the vision on there.
Yeah, I'm fixing your token now. There we go. That way, if we have to drag and drop it again, it'll still reflect the fixes. Alright, so you managed to get all 3 of those traps undone.
Can Run keep the darts?
No, you didn't grab darts. You plugged up the holes and disarmed the mechanisms. You've got one dart, and that's the one that rammed into your arm.
And its poison's already been used.
Correct.
Yeah.
Don't you have poison in the bag?
Yeah.
Then you can repoison it.
But that's only one dart.
Key picky.
Right now, he has 2 short swords soaking in some poison, which I need to actually mark those off my... Thank you for reminding me. I needed to take 2 vials off my character sheet.
Alright, and then now that he's done disarming that trap successfully, I will throw a Second level cure wounds, actually, buddy. Or I'll make it a third. Guys,
Ooh.
why are you acting like? On Roll20 is being stupid. It's giving me the option to choose the spell level, but whenever I click the drop down menu, it's not popping anything up. Just a blank drop down menu.
That's
Cool.
weird.
We're gonna roll this manually. It would be 3d8 plus 5. Roll20, why do you hate me? Just acting all kinds of crazy right now.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it this way. So,
Do you have a cat
19.
purring comfortably at your side?
How much?
19.
19? Okay, so.
Ignore this roll, I'm trying something. No, Roll20 is just not wanting to roll dice for us right now. Opening the character sheet and doing everything else, it just doesn't want to roll dice.
Okay, so. He'll turn back. Thank you, Jasper. He picks the. He pulls the dart off of his wrist and he kind of examines it, shrugs, and sticks it into the bag of holding. And, so he'll continue down the corridor to see what's around the corners there.
Jasper staying behind Run.
I am going to be stealthing it.
If we're going stealth, I will use my what is it called? My Earthwalk, which does the pass without a trace. You got a +10.
See them being
Oh.
sneaky.
So in the end, he's never going to fail as long as that's going on. Because that's an instant 20 right there.
Well, unless you roll a 1.
Like I said, no, I'm saying, okay, his stealth is a +12.
Whew.
Exactly.
Okay. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're good.
But even so, I don't play with the net 1 on skill checks.
Ah, gotcha.
But I am also going to continue to investigate as I get to the end here and looking around.
Alright. As you get close enough to the devil's face for your magic eyes to light upon it, you notice that there's a spell cast upon this. An illusion spell.
I don't think I have. Although, even if I did, it may not be a good idea to cast any spells just yet.
Probably.
And, Run will, get a closer look at it to see. Well, since he knows it's an illusion, he can pretty much see what's beyond the illusion. If it's.
He still just sees darkness.
Darkness?
Yep. Still just appears to be darkness.
This is advanced darkness.
Everything is darkness for us right now.
Yeah. Oh, no, Run's got light.
Run's got dark vision.
Yeah.
I do
What
have
is Bird on?
Yes?
I could turn
Dark
that
vision.
off.
So the only illusionary spell that's on the skull there.
No, you're not sure
Um,
what the illusion spell is causing. All you know is that there's an illusion magic surrounding that skull. And all you can see beyond that is darkness.
Is magical darkness an illusion?
It's not necessarily magical darkness. There's something that's making it very dark in there. That seems to be absorbing all light.
No, I was just trying to. I couldn't remember if it was or not.
I don't know off the top of my head either.
Okay.
I
Um.
can tell you real quick.
Might be
It's
conjuration.
it's
or
evocation.
It's evocation.
Okay, so. Um. So he tells everyone, I'm going to do something here. Y'all kind of stand back just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
I'll move
And-
5 feet away from Run.
Do the same and draw an arrow.
I'll pull out my halberd.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, I had to refresh the page, and it's just now letting us open our character sheets.
So the
Gotta go where we are.
So he's going to cast dancing lights. So that means I will have to roll the D100.
I moved up to here. Don moved up to here, but I guess it.
I will have to wait to see what my results might be.
Oh God.
There we go. I'll move up there a little bit. Just be at the ready with my staff.
Run will actually be up by the thing there.
I'll actually be up here closer to you because I'm only moving 5 feet away from you. You almost got eaten by a T-Rex. She's not leaving your damn side.
Okay,
I can go too far.
Run.
Yes.
You're starting to feel very slow in both body and mind. For the next minute, any spell you any saving throw versus spell you take will be at disadvantage. Oh, sorry, opposite direction. Opposite direction. My bad. Misread that. Sorry. For some reason, I read these backwards sometimes, or my brain interprets them backwards. Sorry. You have this premonition that anything you come up against will have disadvantage for the next minute on the first spell that you cast.
Oh,
better.
even better.
But only for the next minute. It's not. It won't last, but it could be useful.
Well, if there's anything in this dark, creepy hole, then we know that it's going to be a disadvantage. So cool.
Yeah.
Only
Okay,
to
so-
Run's next spell.
Okay, so for this spell, Run is going to send the or allow the lights to form it or come together because the four lights can come together to create a humanoid size uh, light. So use that to go in or send that into the darkness.
All right. After they cross the threshold, the lights just vanish from view.
Okay, so uh, uh, well, Floof, think we might need to go with plan C. And you hear Floof give a little grunt and nod, and
Could just leave the hole alone.
you hear a little pop as hell. Okay, that's not. Anyways,
Victor, I think this is a sphere of annihilation.
It's
That's
quite
really bad.
so he turns into a crab. Get it? Plan C.
Why did we bring Run from almost death?
Yeah.
Crab has blind sight.
Oh,
on his
nice.
feet.
cool.
Start playing the crab brave
Alright.
music.
He Jasper, can you grab a hold of me real quick, please? And
Yep.
just hold on to me.
Gotcha.
All right, and then I am going to send Floof in his crab form as I focus on his
crab
senses.
Floof. Sorry, I thought you said you turned into a crab. Never mind.
No.
Sorry, I'm used to druids, and for some reason my brain thought you were a druid for a moment.
So, Floof is now a crab with a 30-foot blind sight,
Alrighty.
30-foot radius. So, which way is the darkness again?
It's directly in front of you.
All right. So, how do I get sight with Floof now?
He already has sight. It's darkness. I'm just gonna say that you're currently in there, or you're heading in there. Let's see here. How much HP does the crab have?
Oh.
Never mind. The crab is, as soon as the crab crosses the threshold, it is pulverized.
Oh no.
Well, she asked for HP, so not a sphere of annihilation.
Basically,
All of a
Red,
sudden-
you didn't even have a chance to sense what might be in there. All you know is that Floof was pulverized.
And you hear you, you hear a ear-piercing scream from Run as he is quite suddenly and quickly snapped out of it.
What happened, little one?
Floof, he got smashed.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Do you see anything? Like, to see what smashed him?
Didn't even have a chance.
Oh, I say again, let's leave the hole alone.
Yeah, that might be the better idea.
Your wild magic surge advantage fades away.
Okay, so okay, I'll go check this way, pointing in this direction.
Okay.
So he'll go along and both stealthing and investigating. So I will roll those again.
Getting close to run so you can get that pass without a trace, and I'll also do stealth along with you.
All right, so that's a
I'll move up a little bit.
To fall.
and Run's got his cloak of elven kind on as well, so he'll
Yeah, that's it. Means
have
you have
advantage as
advantage,
well.
which means that's a 28.
38 with pass without a trace.
Yep. So yeah,
And
you're pretty invisible here.
investigation.
Stealth out of the campaign.
Alrighty.
A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. You also notice, looking over, you can just make out the form of some kind of hunched figure moving slowly down below between the stairs. You can see that they're wearing a mask on the replica of the devil face at the tomb entrance. And as you watch, they somehow step out of sight.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. Nah.
Run will turn back and whisper to Jasper what he's seen.
Coming toward us, so I say we don't go towards it.
Be expecting it.
A bad idea.
So he will. Should we go around or should we go down?
We haven't checked out this left side yet.
Alrighty. And Run will nod and he'll head that way, doing his. Do I really need to roll for stealth?
No, you don't have to keep rolling for stealth. I'm just going off your first roll.
Okay, and how about the investigation?
Same for that for the moment.
Okay, so he'll go down this way checking.
All right. As you're coming down the corridor, you notice that there is a rusted iron grate set into the floor. Through its bars, you see muddy, flowing water flowing slowly past. You are a small creature. You have to be very careful stepping around this grate, because you could potentially lose your footing and fall through.
But I noticed that he's small enough to fit through.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. It's too big for anybody else in the party, but the gnome, the gnome could fall through those bars.
Well,
I'll hold on to him just in case.
Run will remember. I'm usually always prepared. And then he starts walking up the side of the wall. Slippers of spider climb.
I forgot you had those. Never mind. She doesn't hold on to him. She just lets him walk along the fucking wall. The little spider.
So he'll walk along the wall around the grate.
I'm staying right on his ass.
Checking for any traps along the way till we get to the end.
You find yourself staring at a crystalline window. Creepers and vines cling to the walls of the corridor, which are now getting under your feet from the spider climb. At the end of this, you find the arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Through it, you can see a dark chamber.
Magical darkness or normal darkness?
Normal darkness.
Okay, so he could be able to see into the window.
Insert jump scare here.
You can see what you basically it's what you could see on the map there. You could sort of make out a vaulted tomb that is overgrown with moss and more creepers. You can sort of make out a stone sarcophagus that's resting in the middle of the floor.
Sarcophagus usually means treasure.
You can't really make out much in the way of anything else. Not from where you're at.
Now, how do we get to there?
It's just a glass wall. And try to break it.
True.
I feel like there might be a trap involved with that, though.
But do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah. I'm not going to use my halberd on this. I'll pull out my mace.
All right, well, while he's doing that, Run is going to climb up to the ceiling and run back a ways.
Alright, Dovit goes to attack with his mace.
Okay. Good weapon against a window. Roll for it.
Kind of funny. It sounded like your dice hit a glass, and it's very fitting
Yeah.
for what we're trying to do.
Yep.
They hit a
That's
mice
it.
for limited bottle.
Yeah,
That
but
is
if I
very-
heard a shattering in your background at that point, I would have said, okay, yeah, the window's broken. But
That's like 22
Would
to
be
hit.
funny.
yes, it's 22 hits.
Some damage.
Ah,
Hook smash.
Damage?
oh yes, yes. My apologies. This is 1d6 plus 5. That is a 10.
You say 10?
Yes.
Alright. The window shatters. Fragments rain
Sound
down
effects.
into the room. Sorry, I'm not the best with sound effects.
I was loving it.
And as you do, you hear suddenly hissing coming from inside the room, which was not audible before. And 6 shapes rise up from various alcoves that you had a hard time seeing from the window before.
Everybody stay behind me. We have the choke point.
And that is where we'll pick up next week, unless Run has to work.
Yes, next week I work. So that'll
So
be.
in 2 weeks?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Get ready for a battle with whites, guys.
Yay!
Hey.
Fun.
And welcome to the tomb.
Woohoo!
And at some point in time, we will definitely need to find time for a short rest, at least.
Only 3 hit points down.
I gotta get Floof back.
True.
He wants to. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the
Yeah,
fact that
sure.
anybody who's played 2 before immediately looks at that devil thing and thinks, "Oh no, Sphere of Annihilation!"
I lost my head to one of those things, and you said it was a hole of darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's the point of the description. It's to make anybody who's played 2 before think that that's a Sphere of Annihilation and immediately avoid it.
I lost my head to one of those things. I'm not taking some fucking chances, man.
Yeah, but
I
see,
don't
that's
blame you there.
metagaming.
But here's the thing, okay? Run is a very curious type.
Yeah, that's how we're probably going to lose Run at some point. Just curiosity.
There is a reason I've been on his ass this whole time. The one healer we got has been on the Chaos Gnome's ass just in case.
Run,
We
are you
killed him.
okay?
Oh.
Need a healer in real life, sir.
You alright?
Oh, yeah, fine. I'm getting all choked up here.
Yeah, we should be able to
man.
get through all of floor 1 next session.
Cool.